pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Tammy, will you be nice enough to take us through the roll call, please?
Yes, those present are Mayor Shaw, Council Members Baker, Roth, Armbruster, and Kemp. Staff present, myself, City Attorney, City Engineer, Public Works Supervisor. Excused tonight is Council Member McVeigh.
Thank you. Council, I'll look for approval of agenda, please.
I move to approve the agenda.
There's a motion, a second to approve the agenda. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passed 4-0. Council, I look for approval of consent agenda, please.
I move to approve the consent agenda, which October 28, 2025, claim balance is 87498758, 3 EFTs in the amount of $14,743.90. Certified and approved October 28, 2025. October 14, 2025 meeting minutes and October 25 payroll in the amount of $42,368.18. November 10th, 2025 claim balances 8766 through 8773 and 2 EFTs in the amount of $34,090.37. Vouchers have been audited and verified by the audit committee.
Second.
There's a motion, a second to approve the consent agenda. Any further discussion? No further discussion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed 4-0. We'll now go to public comment. That's pretty simple. We'll now go to the public hearing for the ad valorem taxes. So we have opened up the public hearing at 5:03 p.m. There's no time limit, it has to be open, right?
Well, you could call for the, I don't know, close the hearing.
Move to close the hearing.
That's what I want to make sure that the hearing for our public hearing for the ad valorem taxes has been closed. Okay,
At 5:04.
at 5:04, thank you. Okay, we'll go to staff reports. Theron?
Okay, Public Works, we have, after almost 2 years, finally completed our upgrade of our SCADA system. New monitors, new keyboard, new computer system, pumps were tuned up, everything is, knock on wood, cross fingers, good now for at least the next 5 years in that. We've been out trimming trees in the right of way. We started out in Tipsu. That's been a little slow going because there's so much to trim, but it's starting to look good in the areas that we have done. We have done some fire hydrant flushing and maintenance on the hydrants that was requested by the fire department. We had a couple of storms come in here, kind of hot and heavy for early in the year, so we've done quite a bit of tree and debris cleanup and pumping Lake Binghampton over here, which we just had a back truck come out today and clean out several storm drains. So hopefully that will, it's not going to fix the problem altogether, but hopefully it will buy us a little time there. We had the fire out in Country Estates. Public Works was the first ones to roll up on the scene, so thankfully the water system responded as it was supposed to, maintain good pressure for the fire department. We were able to jump on traffic control really quickly because there was a bunch of looky-loos that wanted to come out and see what was going on, so we were able to mitigate them and allow the fire department to do what they do best. And then we've been working at patching a bunch of potholes around town and getting roads to them. That's it. Any questions?
Nice seeing you guys out here over the weekend. I appreciate that. What is the problem with all that? I don't know if I can be part of that conversation. Just curious.
So some of it is a lack of drainage. They just haven't been pumped thorough enough. We had the back truck out today, and like the one on Second Street, they took 7 feet of mud out of the storm drains over there, and it just wasn't out any, you know, any area for the water to go.
Right, so it had drained down.
Yeah, I mean, it literally could drain down about that far, and then it just hit compacted mud. You know,
Right.
They took 7 feet of mud out of that one.
So are these like channeled, or are they just kind of pitched? Like, do you know how the design is?
I don't specifically, I mean, I know the one here at the Chevron station, part of the problem is all the bark washes off and clogs up the drains. And so today they backed it out and jetted through. And then that Chevron side flows over to the Signature Realty side. And that was full of mud down there, so we pumped a substantial amount out of that. And then jetted both directions on that. So hopefully that will remedy the problems for that.
What exactly is the condition of Century Street?
The drain,
Yeah, is the pipe,
there is one section of pipe, if you come from the Chevron side about 3 feet, they could get and then they hit a hard spot. And we noticed today, there's a dip in the roadway there, and we think the pipe is collapsed.
So,
okay, I remember wrong, that's what he thought.
say if it's a ductile or a HDP, what?
I think it's HDP, and so you can see where he stopped. We could hear the jet. I'm thinking about buying a borescope to get down in there and see, but you can see right about where we heard it. You can see a dip in the roadway, and so I'm assuming the pipe is collapsed there. And it didn't look like it would be that difficult to cut that small section out and see what we have.
Yeah, if you cut it and then to re-weld it, it'd be a bitch. But I'm curious on, do you know if that line runs all the way to the wetlands or over to like Tipsu ditch line area? Is that where it's supposed to carry to? Where's the water supposed to go?
I don't know 100%.
Okay.
I don't know, and we have struggled to find any maps.
There should be a stormwater map.
Yeah, we haven't looked at all the maps, but we've struggled to find anything with the stormwater system.
How connected are the catch basins?
I don't know exactly.
I thought I looked at records before. I can look at what records we have, but I thought that they're not connected further than the 2 corners, and then they'll drain out a perforated pipe off one of
I
those.
think that's the case.
Right, that would make
because-
sense because you have gravity to drain towards that down there.
Again, it's because the soils here, they infiltrate so well, so they just.
Right, but if you're,
Yeah, so I'm still learning this storm system because we haven't found any maps on it yet. We're still digging through maps, but we haven't found anything on that.
they're there. Absolutely. That's cool.
Thank you, Darren.
Thank you.
Adam?
I'm going to submit the water system plan this week to DOH. Their review typically takes 60 days. After that time, they will give feedback. I have an idea of a few issues that they'll have. I'll talk to you later about that. But then after they've done their review, you guys will have the chance to review it and give your approval, and then it gets resubmitted to DOH for final approval. That's all for me.
Any questions for Adam? Thank you, Adam. Ron?
TPP of our own, and I don't have anything.
Any questions for Ron? Thank you, Ron. Tom?
I had a request from the senior center. That road was turned down towards the senior center, and then the alleyway all the way around it. It's got a lot of potholes in it, and they have a lot of traffic in there, especially this time of year. And they was wondering if we could fix it.
Okay. I know Ron has in the past
Yeah.
put some gravel down there in their parking lot. Yeah, I will go take a look at it Wednesday.
Do they have gravel there or do they want us to bring gravel to it?
But it's not just for the senior center, it's for the people,
Yeah,
for the school and stuff, and they come around,
yeah, I know that.
so.
Yep, we'll take a look at it.
Okay, let me know when you're gonna be there, and I'll come meet with you.
Okay?
Thank you, Tom. Any questions for Tom? Ryan?
No, nothing new. I'm interested in all the stormwater stuff. That's what I do. I do stormwater consulting for landfills, so I find that stuff very fascinating.
Any questions for Ryan? Maureen?
No, okay.
Any questions for Maureen? Bill?
Well, I went to the Washington State Association of Municipal Attorneys Convention in Walla Walla. And a lot of cities have a lot of problems that we don't have. And, you know, be thankful for what you don't have. There are problems. Other than that, I've been working with the building official and city clerk to try and get a new schedule for building permit fees. Hopefully we'll have that with them before the end of the year. So,
That's what we were meeting on tonight when some of you came in. We were meeting at 4 o'clock on. Keep going.
no, that's enough.
That's all you got?
Yeah, I don't wanna stretch this meeting out.
Yeah, okay. Okay, Tammy?
The only thing I have is I had a citizen email me about the fact that there was grants available through PSE for chargers, car chargers.
Okay.
And so I had reached out to the information that she gave me, and it is not for businesses, it was for citizens, like personal residences. But she put me in touch with a grant group, I guess, through PSC for businesses. So I have applied for it. And I applied for it in one of these 2 parking lots. And then I figured if we get accepted, it sounds like they do all the work. They pay for the installation, they pay for the upkeep, they pay for maintenance in the future. So I thought if we get accepted, then we can talk about if and where we want it.
This level 2 charger.
I think so. I don't know the difference.
Okay, a level 3 charger is one that you can, if you're driving by, you can stop for a half hour and get a hamburger and charge a car and then go. Level 2 chargers, if you need to charge it, you need to leave it overnight.
Oh, I don't know.
That's like what Tenino has is a level 2 charger. So, they're nice to have, you know, somebody, you know, runs a little short, they can stop for an hour or 2 and
Yeah,
get some charge.
yeah.
That's
So-
level 3.
Level 3 would be like one of Tesla's superchargers.
It's a quick charge.
Yeah, right, but you're talking, the difference of this is a few $1,000s, and the level 3s are $100,000.
Oh, then yeah, I'm sure it's a level 2. And then, Theron, did we ever hear any more on the shelter, the bus shelter?
I reached out to her and she was on vacation and said she would reach out when she got back, and I haven't heard anything, so I will send her another jingle on that.
Okay. That was one of Dennis's topics for the council retreat, was the bus shelter for the parking lot down there. And in the meantime, I had reached out to the IT people, and she got back in touch with us right away and said, we're in luck, they actually have a shelter available for us if we can have somebody come get it and install it. And so we were waiting on dimensions to see what sort of a trailer we needed, and we hadn't heard back, so.
Yeah, I'll reach out to her tomorrow or Wednesday and find out.
Okay, perfect. And that's all I have, boss, thank you.
Okay. I went over the thing, the property before with you, so we'll move on. So we'll go to new business. Need a motion for ordinance 738, the ad valorem taxes.
Move to approve ordinance 738 ad valorem taxes.
Okay.
Motion and a second to pass ordinance 738 ad valorem taxes. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed 4-0. Any old business? Any new business?
10?
Me
10?
Move to adjourn.
10. Second.
Motion second to adjourn. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Meeting officially adjourned at 5:16.